Hi everyone, welcome to Video Game Update.
With your hosts
AJ Metherall,
and Andrew Lordy.
and we will ask you to please, if you find any topics you hear tonight that you want us, you have your own opinion for, please text 978 and we'll try answering your question, or your statement. We'll try pretty much giving our opinion on that statement. So, our first topic is the Uncharted games. Now, for people that don't know, Uncharted is pretty much this game, third-person shooter game where you play as this main character named Nathan Drake. Nathan Drake is this treasure hunter that it has a desperate need for money, and it's sort of like to be surprisingly, it has a lot of gun and violence, but it's all rated T except the fourth one, and I think that's phenomenal. What do you think? Do you think it should be like from playing or reading? Do you think it should be like rated M?
Well, I mean, I haven't played the games personally, so I really don't have much of a say in this. But from what I've seen of like gameplay and stuff, it seems like it's a little intense. And while it is T, I think that maybe the reason that the fourth game is rated M is because they were finally able to get like 4K games out, and it looks really, really good.
And more
And
realistic.
it looks more realistic when you actually when someone dies, which could be the point for the M rating. While the other ones were only in 720, this one is now in 180 to 4K. No,
This
this is the new.
Yeah, I think the newer one, because it's on PS4, is gonna be in 4K, but I'm not 100% sure, so I wouldn't quote me on that. But
Oh, yeah.
uh, I've played the first game. I want to start with
Ooh.
talk about the first game, and the amazing plot twist. Um, at the end, I'm not gonna spoil it for the user who don't play, but the basics of that game is Drake is off to find his hero. His hero's treasure that he tried finding, and it's an extraordinary hard. It's like sort of. I feel that the game is sort of like Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Um, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on this game. Legends of Zelda. I feel
Legend.
like with the hardness and having to have uh like puzzles and stuff that I feel like it's Legends of Zelda. Do you feel like from what you read that it sort of seemed maybe like just a puzzle and the hardness, trying to figure out what to do is sort of like
I
Zelda?
don't think it's much of as Legend of Zelda as Legend of Zeldas are more of an open world type puzzle game. While Nathan Drake, I've seen some stuff where it seems like you really on a path. Like it doesn't seem like there's much open world. It seems like there are like open world, but it feels like it's more pointing you in the direction instead of like Legend of Zelda where you're able to do whatever the heck you want first, and it
Mm.
kind of works around you. Where Nathan Drake, it kind of like points you like a giant arrow, like that way is the way you have to go. But yeah, I think the game is definitely more pointed than really Legend of Zelda, which
Yeah, but I
is
was saying like the sort of how you have to figure out what to do in a specific way, and then there's a hint or two in the game. I feel that's the part of Zelda where then it'll just go like ding, that it feels like that. I mean, I might be the only one, but I don't know.
like the classics,
Yeah,
classic
I feel like
type things.
with that happening though, I feel like it gets people more into the game. What do you think?
Well, I think that the sound effects are really nice in games like this, and they kind of add to the gaming type of aspect of it, and they also give you like classic sounds and stuff, and it kind of adds to the gamer experience.
I mean, I'm not talking about the sound. I'm talking about like uh, how like you have to try solving a puzzle or something. Um, but so with Uncharted, I like how you can pretty much shoot and like get weapons off of people that you just killed. But in the second game, there's points where you get to buy your weapons and you have less chances of getting like from stuff you found. You get money from stuff you found, and instead of having more chances to get it off of a dead body you just killed, you have to buy it off of the shop. So what do you think that's like? Do you think that they should have that?
So you think that there should be a chance for you to grab specific weapons off of
Yeah,
bodies
like
and
the first game where they had you be able to only get weapons off the guys you killed. And you didn't have to buy anything.
Well, I think that they added a buying system because the fact that they wanted to make it so that if you're in the middle of a level and you couldn't really get to anybody and you just needed to restock on stuff and maybe grab a few more weapons, that would work. Like with the original game, I feel like it would so that if you didn't have anyone around you and you were like screwed over because you wouldn't be able to grab any ammo or anything, where in like the game where they added buying stuff that you were able to buy ammo and weapons so that you could stock up for the next level type thing. Level
yeah.
quotation marks because there's not really much of a level
Yeah,
system.
because Uncharted is sort of like that. But so I bet there's some people that haven't played the second game yet. Could you give them a run of the gist of the game
Yes, I can.
without spoiling the ending?
Yes. So Nathan Drake Among Thieves is basically the same type of game except with like visual improvements and of course a different storyline. They were able to really get a good type of visual aspect with the game, which was really nice. And they were even able to do like a few multiplayer type things, which was really nice. So you were able to follow more of the story. But basically, the game just starts out with kind of like a big bang that kind of jumps you right into the story.
Yeah.
That was really nice, especially for just kind of shoving you right in there, and it almost was like a tutorial in the beginning.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
most Nathan Drake games I've seen, like in the beginning, they kind of show you, they like plop you right into the story, but they also make it easy in a sense, so you're able to like pick up on the game mechanics and things like that, which is really
but
nice.
this game, it just like I feel that I loved how you could just like when you started, all of a sudden you wake up in an exploding train and you're going like, what the heck is happening? And then like once he goes out cold, they start showing all the flashbacks after that. I really liked how they did that because then you have a sense of mystery. I don't know. That might just be me, but do you feel that was like a good idea to have?
Well, I think it was kind of cool in the beginning because they're kind of like throwing you straight into the action and showing you like this game is beast. This game is going to have intense scenes. Let's just show them right up front that if this is too intense for you, get off this game.
The treasure he's supposed to be finding in that one is the lost colony, right? The lost ships from Marco Polo.
Well,
And
I really like that with the Uncharted games that they kind of bring in some stuff from history.
yeah, that's the stuff that's been lost and able to find again.
So they kind of like pull at history a little bit.
Yeah.
While they add their own spin to it, it still is really nice.
Oh, and we got our first text message.
Ooh.
Oh, it just says hello. How
Well,
nice.
hello, person.
Hello. Like I said, if anyone wants to actually talk and like say a statement, like or ask a question, just text us at
Nice.
978-293-5199. So back to the Uncharted. And number 3. What's number 3 like?
Well, number 3 is also got much better visuals
Yeah.
than because, well, of course they need to upgrade the visuals with it. It's now in 180p, which was really nice, especially for this type of game, especially when it came out. And it's also more of an open world, which they added more to, like, you were able to explore more in that game, which was really nice. And it also gives players more room, and especially while allowing that, so you're able to actually just discover stuff like almost like Easter eggs
Yeah.
in the game, which is really nice. So they added a new aspect, which is something that 100% players really enjoy. especially when games add Easter eggs, is that you can find them and you're able to complete the game 100%, and that's something that people really like. And it's not really even an open world game, but it's just really interesting how they allow you to find stuff instead of pointing you directly in it like the second game where it was kind of like a giant arrow pointing you in a specific direction. But basically, the game starts off with another bang while you're stuck in the middle of a desert, which is just great for this game to start you off.
So the same person texts us back. Thank you, texter. Saying, have you ever played the Brothers of Tale of Two Sons? Well, I've heard that is a really good game from some people, but I've also heard difference from that. I mean, there's some people that say it's good. There's some people that say it's bad, but I haven't actually played it myself, so I don't feel like I can provide a proper opinion without researching the heck out of it. Do you have any insight of this game?
The Tale of Two Sons is I've actually talked about this recently with one of my friends. It's a game where basically you use one controller for both brothers, and you kind of use both of them to complete puzzles and stuff, which is really nice. But the annoying thing is that one joystick controls one brother, or the other controls the other. And I've heard some it's a nice game, but people complain a lot because if you move the wrong joystick, you can accidentally throw one brother off a cliff while you're trying to just get the other one to cross over a bridge.
Yeah.
Which is something that the Tale of Two Brothers has that I think would be better if they actually just made it multiplayer and one an AI. But I mean, it kind of also adds a kind of eye-hand coordination where you have to kind of pay attention a little bit to what you're doing so you don't mess up and kill yourself.
So let's go back to the Uncharted games because still I guess topic, but like I said, thank you for texting us, but try keeping it in the same topic so we don't go completely off spread.
But we would like to say thank you, person.
But thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Nathan, what's the gist of 3, Nathan?
Well, 3, you're basically it's kind of the third game is kind of like his redemption in a sense because he's going out to find something big and to make sure that people see him not as the person that he used to be.
Yeah.
Well, kind of, but to kind of redeem himself in a sense. So he's going on this big journey to kind of cross the desert and find a temple.
I remember in that game too, they showed him coming out of a helicopter exploding. Well, most of his entrances lately, I feel, has been something exploding because how he chose to exit that game. Well, exit the plane. The plane exploded. Well, I'm pretty sure he set it to explode, and he jumped out of it into a desert.
Ooh.
But I haven't played it yet. I'm still in the middle of the second game. But as you see in the front cover. There's another thing about the Uncharted 3 game that not a lot of people know. It has now been ranked the second hardest game in the United States, and that's pretty big. The first one is Dark Souls 3.
Oh, Dark Souls
3, yeah, but we don't want to go on that topic.
No, that would take way too long.
That would be forever. But but with that, do you really think that should have earned that ranking for second hardest game?
Well, I've seen some gameplay of it, and based on what I've seen, it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's hard, but it's definitely challenging. The game takes a while to get done, but it's kind of nice because once you complete something, you kind of get this satisfactory, yes, I passed another level. I'm closer to the end.
So would you recommend it for a person that has impatience and gets angry very madly, Zelda, if someone got mad at Zelda for not doing a puzzle and taking forever with the puzzle and getting extremely frustrated and start throwing the controller?
I feel that especially with if you are a person that does this, why are you playing video games? They are specifically made to be challenging. They're basically a game, and games are meant to be challenging. Well, I mean, some are meant to be more fun than really challenging. Most games are meant to make something.
Yeah, but the puzzles, they feel like the
something.
puzzles are way too much, way too hard. and there's like Street Fighter. Street Fighter isn't like a puzzle game. It's more of a fighting game, so you can set the level. With Uncharted, it's you can't really tell the levels based on the thing. I mean, do you feel that with that they should not play this type of game whatsoever, or
I feel like if they are gonna play this type of game, that they would have to kind of control themselves, first of all, and second, just if you really are that impatient with games, then you should try and start off with something easier and work your way up to it, so that you know grow more patience with games, or you get better at games in general, so you're able to complete these levels easier than if you just jumped in right away.
And we're going on to our last Uncharted game, the fourth one, which everyone got so upset because they finally were saying that was the last Uncharted game, and I know that's got to be like painful for some people. I feel because that game was so good. But if you look at the intro with us, from him to 4, from Nathan from first game to fourth, he looks so much older. So that pretty much tells you each story has been after the other one before it.
Yeah.
That gives you a little thing. But the reason, quote by quote, why that Naughty Dog won't do Uncharted 4, won't create another one, is the creator said, these games are hard to make, particularly with a character like Nathan Drake. In the world that's fairly grounded, it's challenging to consider how much more we can expand the universe while add hiring to those sorts of rules. Do you feel that's like kind of stupid? I mean,
I wouldn't call it stupid. I feel like maybe they're just running out of ideas and they're trying to kill it before they have to yank so much crap that it just won't work. For instance, a show that I used to really love, which was Gravity Falls, the guy specifically ended it because he was saying he couldn't make any more ideas and he didn't want the show to turn into one of those shows that they pull so much that it just isn't good anymore. For instance, Adventure Time, which is kind of gone downhill since they kind of lost a lot of their ideas. And I think that the creator of Uncharted didn't want to do that. He wanted to finish the game off with a good title instead of a
something
bad
that
title.
was really bad.
Yes.
So would highly recommend playing the Uncharted games because they are and most certainly a game to like get wrapped around and always think. And again, to all you callers, please, either email us at HUDTV video game update at gmail.com or text the number 978-293-5199. We really want your guys' support here. It'd be a great thing if you guys came and talked to us.
Because we really care about your guys' opinions.
Oh, well,
Ooh.
responds. Let's go.
Okay. From 978-333-10.
Do you supply drops in Modern Warfare Remastered? I mean, see, I don't know about Modern Warfare because, I mean, I've heard it maybe.
Do you supply drops in Modern Warfare Remastered? Do you supply?
I feel that's kind of a tongue twister.
I would like to ask, what is thy question?
If you could resend it, that'd be amazing.
Clarifying a little bit. But
and
let's
then
see
our number one person.
Any thoughts on Horizon Zero Dawn? Ooh,
That's-
Horizon Zero Dawn. That
that's-
game.
That one I've heard. I feel I haven't played it yet because I've heard too much about it, and people have spoiled the heck out of me
they
for
spoiled
it,
the game
and-
for you. Oh,
when they spoil a game, I can't really.
you can't develop
enjoy
it. You
it.
can't develop
I
your
can't
time
enjoy-
into it because you know already what the end goal is.
Like if I knew the ending of Tomb Raider, I probably. Well, I mean, I know it now since I played it, but I can't play it alone. I have to talk about it with other people now because with me just playing it, it's just kind of boring because I know all the hype and stuff.
Okay.
But what do you think of Horizon Zero because
Horizon Zero Dawn. I've actually I haven't fully gotten exploded like you have with other people, but I have learned some stuff. It's a pretty cool game. It seems like it's kind of set out in like a tribal time, except with robots, which is kind of cool. I've seen some gameplay of it, and it seems like a really interesting game. The graphics seem amazing. There's like a water effect that I like. There's some stuff in that game that I haven't seen done well in other games, and they really seem to bring it all together. Like storm systems, they actually last for a while. It actually affects your character. Like if you're running for too long and it's like windy or something, it'll actually like slow you down. It's added this new depth to gaming, which is so nice.
Oh, okay. This makes more sense.
Ooh.
Okay. Do you like supply drops in Modern Warfare Remastered?
Oh, supply drops.
Yeah.
I don't know much about this, so how about I go to you?
Sadly, I don't either. I'm really sorry. There's very little time that me and Andrew both don't know a video game. So we will try getting back to it if we have the time. But if we don't, I'm really sorry. But we will try figuring out your answer as fast as we can. So this has been one that I've been requested by a lot of people lately. For us to talk about Destiny. Now, for people that don't know, Destiny is a third-person shooter, again, and it's more of an open world, and it's rated M for all you people that aren't allowed to play M games. It's a game to check out if you like for third-person shooters. I mean, I thought it was really good, but well, I mean, what I've heard about is really good, so I can't really put my full-on opinion on it. But what I've heard of it is that it's a game sucker, and it pretty much sucks you in for hours at a time.
Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of what games are meant to.
I wanted to go briefly on that since we're running out of time.
Oh, and we would like to quickly get back to the Modern Warfare one, just for a quick second.
Okay.
Supply drops. Based on what I've read, they seem like they could be good in concept, but spending real money to get Call of Duty points, which you use to buy these supply drops, I think that's a little too far. Especially with what I've seen, you need a long time before you get these points to actually buy stuff. That I think is okay, but to make people buy like huge amounts of money stuff, that's where I think it gets a little wrong.
So here's our daily trailer. Well, I mean our weekly trailer game. Our weekly trailer game this week is Injustice 2.
Ooh.
And I've heard
Justice
so much hype.
2.
I've seen so much hype for this game, and I've been ready for it since the first one.
Hopefully.
I am going to read out the list of names that have been casted with voices. I don't know. Andrew might know all the characters, but I don't yet. So, but these are the people that have been casted with their voices. Liara Bailey as Supergirl. Neil McDonald as Flash, Robin, Damian Wayne. Tara Strong, Harley Quinn. Robert Eklund, Scarecrow. Phil Lamar, Aquaman. Matthew Mercer, Deadshot. Gray Delicia, Catwoman. Jefferson Combs, Brainiac. George Newbern, Superman. Steve Blum, Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, Fred Tassacor, Bane, Ventila Marshall, Black Canary, that's going to be fun, Travis Willingham, Gorilla Grodd, Atrocious, Kevin Connery, Batman, Erica Lutel, Cheetah, Perry Shen, Blue Beetle, Susan Essenberg, Wonder Woman, and Tiasia Valziza, Poison Ivy. That looks like, from a list, I remember playing the first Injustice game, and that list right there looks like it's going to be, like, really, really good. And, I think that game is gonna blow because of the updates that you can have.
Ooh.
But the trailers for that's one game I feel that they should have a release date for since they've been talking about it since last year. And I feel that they should have more of it. And I feel that WB should be talking and um talking and giving us release dates. Do you feel that they should do that?
Well, I think they're just trying to hype up the game a lot before they kind of release it, kind of like how No Man's Sky. And hopefully this doesn't end up like a No Man's Sky, where it was like here at the beginning, and then didn't even go like this. It wasn't even like this. It just dropped. It just dropped.
But
But hopefully
what I've heard
this
with
game is good.
what I've heard is with Injustice 2, you can do the normal. There's a new story with Rogue Superman. He apparently gets out. Also that with your people you can upgrade them, so you can pretty much have Supergirl more enhanced than maybe the Vision, instead of her strength,
Oh,
and stronger in some suits than others.
that's nice.
And then at one point change costumes. A
Oh,
lot
so
more.
kind of like Batman has different suits for different
Yeah.
abilities.
Precisely.
Nice.
Quick, before we go to the next topic, let's answer the comments. So, what's the next comment, Andrew?
Have any of you heard of The Last Guardian or played it? Last Guardian.
I haven't heard that one yet. I'm sorry.
No, but based on these other comments that the same person has given us, I would say we definitely should check it out. Maybe
Yeah.
for next time.
Uh,
So check us out
I,
next week.
I'm sorry, but we are running very low on time. We have like 2 minutes. So
Yes.
we're gonna go on our Apple game of the week, and our Apple game is I've never pronounced this right. Aphalisat
I think
8 Airborne. It is the most downloaded game on ever, and it's this car racing game where you can have like 800, I'm pretty sure, cars. I feel
Ooh.
that's like an overload sometimes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
what do you feel?
I feel that Asphalt 8 is really really cool, and I've seen some stuff about this game and it seems really really nice. And I wish I could get more out. Okay. But it seems like a really good game. I've seen some of the cars, and it seems like they actually put a lot of detail into these cars instead of just trying to speed rush them and send them out. Which is really nice, is that they actually put some time into this, so it's a good game.
And that's time. Thank you guys for all joining, and please join us again next week on Video Game Update.
Bye.